All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Dirt Anarchy season number 3. These guys are out on the track ready to go. We are at Lanier tonight. If you guys were paying attention, I posted a video earlier on my YouTube and also on my TikTok. If you guys follow me on there, go-kart racing at its finest. Had an absolute fantastic time out there on the track. All the guys out of CJ Speedway definitely did a lot to help me out. CJ Speedway out there reminds me a lot of how the guys are here at Dirt Anarchy, and I love that. So without further ado, we are going to get into advertisement a segment, and then we are going to show qualifying times that we will be underway. So thanks for coming out, you guys. Check it out.
With this commercial break. NRI machining. The difficult we do right away, and the impossible will take a little longer. Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy is an independent retail pharmacy offering prescriptions, a full line of over-the-counter medication products, and gifts for family and friends. The pharmacy offers in-store pickup, drive-through pickup, and delivery. Contact us by phone at 740-259-0041 or visit our Facebook page.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are out here with Dirt Anarchy. These guys are out here on the track. So far, quick time and practice on the way around the number 22, Tony Martin. This is a 10-minute practice. We got about a minute and a half left. So these racers out here ready to go. The guys have been working all week on Lanier, trying to get a little bit faster. Definitely shows some of these guys have been out here practicing. So guys like Tony Martin, more of a sprint car driver out here running a quick time in practice in the late models. It's great to see, absolutely fantastic to see. But Kyle Carter running out there pretty good. McDonald has been doing really good this season since the season started. Absolute fantastic driving out of him. A lot of the guys out here have been putting in a decent amount of time on the track and just haven't been having a good time. So if you guys did notice, I said it a second ago, but go-kart stuff is going up. Had a whole lot of issues at the track, but the guys out there at the track helped me out. My axle was out of line, so ended up snapping a chain. Happened twice, and then got everything worked out. We actually had to drill a new hole in my axle housing, my bearing housing, to be able to fit it in. So it was kind of crazy. We had to straighten the axle out, fix all that, and everything ended up pretty good. So got it all worked out. Paul, down in the chat, let's go Tony Martin. Come on, Tony. All right. Tony Martin's in here watching now. He knows I'm talking about him. That's all right, though. Let's go to the sponsor page. Ladies and gentlemen, everything you see right there on the screen, Dirt Anarchy, that's who's racing on the top left. Adrenaline Spike Designs, 06 Racing Productions, Buckwheats Customs, 4M Customs, NRI Machining, Adrenaline Spike Designs. Those are Dirt Anarchy's sponsors, including 54 Motorsports. I haven't had time this week to add them on there, but my sponsors include Blueprint Event Rentals and Holbrook's Hometown Pharmacy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out here watching, qualifying is about to begin. These guys are ready to go. Let's see how many quick times we can put up. So we will take a peek around. Kyle Carter rolling out onto the track. We'll hop over in the live screen. Go ahead and watch him qual. There in number 14. Making his way around the track. Driving around turn 3 and 4. Past flag stand. And his qualifying lap is underway. We'll be able to pull up the times here in a second. We'll go ahead and pull them up now. Why not? See what kind of times these guys are running. Matthew Helm. Oh, nope. Sorry. It ain't up here yet. Kyle Carter right now with a quick time. Sage Luther, quick time, 13:01:22. Sage Luther with the quick time. Got a lot of guys left to qual here. We're going to see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there watching now or at a later date, thank you very much for coming out. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and supporting me and all the things that I do. Also, thanks for supporting the guys that are out here running. You guys don't really get to see them or talk to them firsthand, but I do, and they definitely appreciate having a fan base out there and having people watch them. They get to show their family members them racing, and it's a pretty neat thing. So, yeah, they all appreciate that very much. So, Sage Luther up in front, 13:122. That's the time to beat. Still got a couple guys to qualify. Tony Martin was doing really good in practice with a 12:9:18. Looks like he backed off a little bit. We have a lot of times that are right on top of each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 times are in the ones. And between 1:22 and 1:98. So these guys are right on top of each other with the times. They are going to definitely be working pretty hard to stay up front. So we'll take a look at the sponsor page real quick. I'm going to take this time to fix a couple things here on the broadcast before we move on. And we should be good to go after that. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. All right, we are back live. Oh, hit the wrong button. Here we go, folks. All right, grid coming up now. As you can see it on the screen, these drivers are ready to go, ready to conduct heat race number 1. Starting on your pole, your quick time qualifier for tonight in the 026. Sage Luther in second place, sitting on outside pole. Number 10, Connor New. Connor did a great job last season. Ready to see what he's got for Dirt Anarchy Season 3. Starting at third place, Cody B. McDonald. In fourth, David Garman Jr. In fifth, Matthew Helm. In sixth, Tony Martin. In seventh, Bryson McKelvey. Eighth place, Kyle Carter. Ninth place, Nick Klosterman. And 10th, Matthew Croak in the number 27 Machine Phantom Motorsports. These drivers are ready to go. They're out on the track. Everything is ready to roll. Ladies and gentlemen, we will focus in on our drivers here. Gonna fix a couple things. Get everything in order. Sage Luther, you can see him on the screen, 026. That is your pole sitter for heat race number 1. 10-lap event. These drivers are ready to roll. If you guys are out there watching, thank you so much for coming out and supporting the guys, supporting me, and all of our endeavors in iRacing, dirt track racing. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to the guys. If you could, comment down below, say hi, cheer on your fans that you got out there, or cheer on your favorite driver that you got out there racing, and it'll be greatly appreciated. So, all right, pace truck's rolling around turn 3 and 4. Is going to dip off, and Sage Luther's going to take the green flag. Green flag flies. Number 26 gets a good start. Connor New right behind number 26. Sage Luther, a little bit of contact, but all the cars are staying straight. Looks like everybody's doing all right. Rubbin is racing. And Cody B. McDonald got him a new wrap. Out there looking fantastic. Sage Luther still the race leader. Connor New following closely in behind. Cody B. McDonald in 3rd. Garmin in 4th. And Martin rounding out the top 5. Connor New moving up in 2nd place past McDonald. Past him on the outside. The bottom of the track's usually fastest early on. But after the new update, there's multiple different lines to run. So, we're going to see what these drivers are going to do with it. Focus in on Connor New, the number 10 car right there. Did an excellent job last season, as I said before. Connor's an excellent driver, excellent late model driver. He definitely gave a lot of people a run for their money. He's trying to get the inside line right now on Luther. Luther's able to hold him off. 5 laps in out of 10-lap race. Sage Luther still the race leader. Cody B. McDonald in 3rd, trying to chase down 2nd place of Connor New. David Garmin following in suit behind McDonald. It is a one-line raceway as we see it. Guys are trying to figure it out, make some passes. Sage Luther doing an excellent job holding on to the lead here. We are 8 laps in the books out of 10. Sage Luther out front, running 13.326. Connor New in 2nd place, running faster, 13.307. Good times coming out of these drivers at Lanier Speedway. 9 laps in, next time by, white flag will be out. Sage Luther still the race leader. Connor New going to try to pull something off. Trying to move to the outside of Sage Luther. Got a little bit of a run. If he can get the run on this turn, white flag's out. He's got the run. He's going to stay on the high side. No slider. Connor New might be able to hold on to it. Sage Luther down to the line. And New is going to pull away with heat race number 1. Connor New, your pole sitter for heat race number 1. Sage Luther in 2nd. Cody B. McDonald in 3rd. Podium drivers up front. 4th place Garmin. Rounding out the top 5 is Tony Martin. Excellent heat race for heat race number 1. Fantastic to see out here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, heat race number 2. This will be a 10-lap event. Excuse me, I do believe that this might be the B main. Okay, I lied. It is the B main. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the B main. It will be a 15-lap event. All 6 drivers you see on the field will make it into the feature. These guys are out here racing for position. Starting out on pole, the quickest car on the track in practice, number 22, Smoky Designs by Andy, Tony Martin. Starting out outside pole. 2nd place in the 133 machine, Matthew Helm. Starting in 3rd in the 14, Kyle Carter. And 4th in the 26 car, Nick Klosterman. And 5th in the number 27, Matthew Croak. And rounding out the end of your field, number 11, Bryson McKelvey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your B main event. Drivers are out here ready to go. B main, 15 laps. Guys are racing for position, trying to get up into your A main. Got a couple drivers up there on the board. We'll focus in on Tony Martin. Give you all a look. Tony Martin, the number 22, Smoky Designs by Andy. Pace truck's taking him around one more time by, and the green flag will drop. Tony Martin in the number 22 car. Can he pull away a victory in the B main here tonight? Pace truck's coming around turn 3. turn 4. It'll dip off in the infield, and these guys will take off. Green flag is out. Tony Martin taking off with an excellent jump off the rest of the pack. Kyle Carter going down on the inside line, following behind Tony Martin. Matthew Helm falling back a spot. Took the inside line. Bryson McKelvey trying to push up on the inside of Matthew Helm, trying to take away third place. But Matthew Helm's not giving up there, right underneath the rear end of Kyle Carter, getting some traction out of that car. Tony Martin still out front with a comfortable lead. 5/10 of a gap on second place of Kyle Carter. Deb Martin, let's go T. Come on, Tony Martin. Do a little focus in on the number 22 of Tony Martin. Tony's done an excellent job this year driving the late models. Usually a sprint car driver, but he's hopped out here in the late models, and he's definitely been making a name for himself. Smoky designs by Andy on the hood and on the side. Got a beautiful looking wrap, and he is out here running this Father's Day race. If any of you guys are out there and your fathers, happy Father's Day. Forgot to mention that. My kid just turned 9 months old, maybe a little more, but definitely a joy to be around, and I love being a part of his life, and I'm sure when he gets older he'll love being around me, but right now he's a baby, you don't know much. But 6 laps in, a 15-lap B main. Tony Martin, your race leader. Kyle Carter in second. Bryson McKelvey in third. Matthew Helm in fourth, and Nick Klosterman rounding out the top 5. Tony Martin still doing an excellent job holding on to it. Number 22 car. Kyle Carter trying to find a line to get up there. Matthew Helms dropped back from second to fourth, and Bryson McKelvey has moved up, I believe, from fifth. I think he was in sixth, from sixth all the way up to third. Excellent race out of Bryson McKelvey so far. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your B main. 9 laps in on the B main. Got about 5 laps left to go, 6 laps left to go, and these drivers will be ready to fight in the A main. Tony Martin doing an excellent job. Has a 7/10 gap on second place, Kyle Carter. Low line is still in. These guys are pushing up the raceway, trying to find different lines, trying to catch up with the guy in front of them. Looks like the low line's doing all right, but Kyle Carter's hanging the high line pretty good right there. Not too bad. Getting a little bit of a berm piled up there. Once that berm comes in, that high side will be sticking, and these guys will be flying. But if you guys are out there watching, thank you so much for coming out and supporting the channel, supporting the guys on the track, and supporting me. It means the world to me whenever I see that I got a couple viewers in here and people are in tune and watching what's going on. Yeah, Tony Martin probably needs a little more tire. I just seen that from Paul Pepper. Looks like he's got her hooked on pretty good right now. 13 laps in, rolling up on 14. Tony Martin's still the race leader. Kyle Carter hasn't let him get more than a half a second away. Done a good job. That high line's sticking for him pretty well. Bryson McKelvey in third. Helm in fourth. Croak rounding out the top 5. White flag's out. Tony Martin is out front. The number 22 looks like he is going to be your B main victor. Checkered's out. There it is. Tony Martin coming across the line. B main. B1. Good job, Tony Martin. Second place, Kyle Carter. Third, McKelvey. Fourth, Helm. Round out the top 5 is Croak. Absolute fantastic job at all the drivers out there on the track. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hop over to the warm-up, I do believe. So we're going to take a peek at the sponsor page real quick. Be a 3-minute warm-up. All the sponsors you see on there on the page are some of the reasons why we're able to do what we do here. So, Dirt Anarchy, fantastic league. I've been with them for, I do believe, a year now. I raced with them season 1 and season 2. Had an excellent time racing with these guys. But getting out here and broadcasting, that's really what I wanted to do. So I'm having a fun time broadcasting for them. The league's been awesome to me and awesome to the people. Absolute fantastic. We will see Deb Martin. Good job. Commented down there, good job to Tony Martin. Hopefully Tony Martin can pull something off crazy in the feature. Get up there and get him a pole position. We'll jump over to the live screen, watch these guys take a couple practice laps out there in the warm-up. So if you guys are out here watching, though, thank you guys for coming out. Like you can see the sponsors down there on the bottom left page. Sponsors, I mean, they get money to the league, get us out here for races, all kinds of stuff. They've been an absolute fantastic help to everybody in the league. So big shout out to the sponsors and big thanks to them. All right, ladies and gentlemen, they are in the warm-up. They are ready to go. Tony Martin, the car focus on screen. He was your B main winner. Don't know where Tony Martin's going to be starting in the A main, but we're going to figure out here in a second. Got just a couple of minutes left on the warm-up. Connor New, he was your heat race #1 winner. Connor New did an excellent job last year. Did an absolute excellent job last year racing for Dirt Anarchy. He won the season points last year, I think, and he's out here trying to do it all over again. So, excellent racer, Connor New. I think fast time on track changed quite a bit. Went from 13.1. Guys are now out there running 13.4. So just two races took us back quite a way. So that's a big change. 3/10 is quite a big change on a racetrack. But that definitely shows the track's finding a little bit different state now. You can see the slicks starting to come in. Lanier is a little bit rough to run after the new update, so it's a whole lot different than it used to be. It used to be the car would hook real good, sling it around the track. Now you got to kind of drive it with a little ease and really get off that loud pedal a little bit when you're going around the turns. But it's been fun. iRacing has been a blessing to a lot of the people that are on here. Finds an avenue for them to come out and do something that they, instead of going out and doing something else, maybe something more expensive or whatever it may be. But it's definitely a cheaper alternative to going out and really racing. I just recently started racing go-karts. If you guys haven't seen it yet, you can check out the Facebook page or the YouTube. I do have some go-kart races on there. I've had an absolute fantastic job racing the karts. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to hang out with. Same thing here at Dirt Anarchy. The guys that are out there on the track, they'll take anything that they got and give it to you, and they'll help you out in any way that they can, so. And the people who are receiving it will do the same for them next week whenever they need something too. So it's a great environment to be around. But here we go. We're going to give you the grid. In your A main 40-lap event, where the guys are out there on the track and they are ready. Starting out on pole, he was your heat race winner for heat race #1, number 10, Connor New. Starting outside pole into 026, Sage Luther. Starting in 3rd place, Cody B. McDonald. 4th place, David Garment. 5th place, Tony Martin. 6th place, Kyle Carter. 7th place, Bryson McKelvey. 8th place, Matthew Helm. 9th place, Matthew Croak. And rounding out the end of your field, number 26, Nick Klosterman. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to get around the track. You can see Connor New right there in the driver photo on the bottom of the screen. Dirt Anarchy in the top right. These guys are out here, and they are ready to get around the racetrack. Connor New, absolute fantastic driver last year. He's going to come out here and he's going to try to do it all over again. Big respect for these guys that are out here on the track. The update made a lot of things different. iRacing driving styles had to change. There was a lot that changed whenever they updated the platform. So tire wear is a big thing. If you're on the throttle too much or late in the race, you're just not going to find any traction. It's just super, super hard. So, definitely been a little while, but these guys are getting it figured out well, and they're making it around the track. So, all right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Pace truck, round 3 and 4. We're going to dip off in the infield, and Connor New's going to take off. Green flag is out. Connor New with a good jump off the lead. Sage Luther with a good jump, too. The rest of the field's following closely in behind. They are biting at the bit, trying to get up there into that first place position. Sage Luther on the inside of the number 10 of Connor New. Luther getting a good run off the straight stretch to the flag stand right there. Luther going to try to pull away with it down the low line. With the slide job coming out of turn number 2, Sage Luther up in front of Connor New. Sage Luther's a new race leader. 3 laps in of a 40-lap event. Sage Luther is leading the charge. Give you the rundown. Luther up front, New in 2nd, McDonald in 3rd, Garmin in 4th, and Carter in 5th. Tony Martin getting off the race line a little bit, bumped down a little on the track. Going to fall back a couple of spots. That's all right. Sage Luther out front. Connor New in second place. You can definitely tell by Connor's driving style, he's saving his tires a little bit. Doing an excellent job so far. Car isn't getting too sideways. He's still moving quick on the track, so we're going to see if Connor New can come in later on in this race and really set the bar. Cody B. McDonald in the number 28 car. It's another one of the drivers that has come a long way since they entered the league. I love being able to watch these guys start racing and growing. I mean, they come in, it was just like whenever I started. They come in, they're all right, they're not very good. You watch them for 6 months and they turn into one of the best drivers on the league. It's fantastic to see that kind of stuff. Cody B. McDonald running in third place right now on the track. Sage Luther still up front. Connor New taking it easy in second place. 3/10 gap between first and second. David Gorman working on the inside of Cody B. McDonald, trying to find the low line. Been a great race so far. Rolling by the flag stand this time. We will be 10 laps into a 40-lap A main. Sage Luther still out front. Not much change. Drivers driving right in behind each other. In fifth place, Kyle Carter making his way around the racetrack. Take a little bit different look. Get all up close and personal with these race cars. Kyle Carter trying to work on the inside. Maybe. Trying to work on the inside of David Garman. Not too much change going on. But it's been a great race so far. We'll look up the field. David Garman, one of the administrators for Dirt Anarchy. David handles a lot of things for the league, and he also does a lot of graphic designing stuff. Some of the commercials. One of the videos in my commercial ad that I run in the beginning was from David Garman. The introduction for season 3 of Dirt Anarchy. He's a very skilled artist whenever it comes to graphic design and stuff like that. So David's always a nice guy to have around. Get stuff done for the league. So fantastic job by David Garman. Looks like Connor New might be trying to make a move on Sage Luther. We're 15 laps in the books. Connor New starting to run a little bit of a slider line, kind of sticking a low line. Trying to change that line up a little bit. That is the thing now that the lines have changed completely. David Garman on the inside of 28, Cody B. McDonald. Garman going to fall back up to the high line. Connor New still trying to find a different line to the leader. Been a nice, easy race so far. Been absolutely fantastic. You can see every one of the cars out there on the track from that angle. Out there running. Doing a great job so far. Give you the rundown. We are 19 laps in the books on 40-lap A main event. Sage Luther out front. Connor New in second place. Cody B. McDonald in third. David Garman in fourth. And Kyle Carter in fifth. I have a feeling that the high line is about to come in. The high line. Way up there on the wall. David Garman starting to bump up to it now. See if he can grab some traction up here. These guys are going to have to start trying something different. Try to make some passes here. Bryson McKelvey with the low line slide. Right past Kyle Carter, putting him up into the fifth spot. Kyle Carter trying to bump down on the inside. 3 wide coming out of turn number 4. A little bit of contact, McKelvey and Carter. That's all right, though. Everybody held on to it. McKelvey got his way up into 5th place. A great move by that driver. All the leaders are staying close. Oh, McKelvey and Garman come in contact. McKelvey's a little loose. He kept it straight on the track, though, folks. Kyle Carter dropped out of the top 5. McKelvey stepped in, but here comes the 22 of Tony Martin, stepping up into 5th place. Luther in front, New in second, McDonald in third, Garman in fourth, and Tony Martin rounding out the top 5. David Garman still trying to find something on that high line. The rest of the drivers hanging out right on the berm. Sage Luther seems to be almost right in the slick and finding grip all the way around the track. Connor New doing an excellent job in second place. Cody B. McDonald holding his own up there with the podium spot. But David Garman is breathing down his neck, waiting to make a move. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have noticed, bottom left of your screen, while you're watching the race, you can look down and check out the sponsors. If at any point in time you want to go check out their page or check out anything that they got going on, look them up. If you can't find their information, look me up on Facebook. You can send me a personal message on there on my business account. So that way we can get you in contact with some guys if you need to. If you guys are interested in supporting the league in any way, you can like and comment on my videos. You can also add me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. You can stay up to date with the content. Then I post everything that I have on there to Facebook. So anytime you want to see any of the content, you can hop over and look at it. Lineup has stayed the same. We'll check out the 22 of Tony Martin. He was your B main P1 sitter. Tony Martin doing an excellent job this season, hanging on to that late model, putting it wherever he needs to in order to make up position on the track. Tony Martin's done a great job this season. Excellent job last season. And good to see him out there making some turns on the track. So that gap between the leader is getting a little larger. Luther up to a 5/10 gap ahead of Connor New. Cody B. McDonald still in third. David Garman in fourth. And Martin still in fifth. It's been a nice clean race so far. We are just now hitting 35 laps into a 40 lap A main. Take a look up there at Sage Luther. Sage Luther up front. Couple more laps, might run into lap traffic. That might shake it up for Connor New in behind. Maybe he can get a move on him. David Garman still trying to work a path around Cody B. McDonald. Connor New, we're running over on lap 37. Drivers are starting to really get on it now, trying to make these last couple lap passes. Here we go. Lap traffic. Sage Luther in behind lap traffic. Connor New down on the bottom. Connor New with the slider. You got a new race leader. And the caution is out. Oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go under caution. We will be right back.
Brought to you by NRI Machining, located in Macon, Georgia. The difficult we do right away, the impossible will take a little longer. Call 478-731-0496 for all your machining needs.
Not sure where the caution came from. I'm looking for it right now, but I do not see anything. It's on lap 37. All the cars are on the track. I don't see anything. Maybe it was somewhere up farther that I'm missing. Not too sure, but oh, there we go. Okay, we found it. It was Kyle Carter involved in the accident. Bryson McKelvey. Looked like Kyle Carter tried to throw a slider in, and it just wasn't there. Didn't have enough room, but that's all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are, I believe, 39 laps in. Holy cow, has it been a race here at the end. I think the caution was thrown just before the lap. So Sage Luther is still the race leader. That's tough for Connor New. Lap traffic came into play, and Connor New got the pass, but just couldn't pull it off. White flag's out. Sage Luther out front. Sage Luther going to stick on the bottom line. Connor New going to ride the high side and keep second. Checkered flag is out. Luther, your race winner for the A main and the late models. Connor New in second, Cody B. McDonald in third. Garmin finished in fourth place, and Tony Martin finished in the top 5. Excellent job from all the drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a fantastic race. We are going to go conduct these interviews. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Thank you so much for coming out. Ladies and gentlemen, in the booth with me right now, you wouldn't believe it, the man on the pole, Sage Luther. Sage, excellent job out there tonight, man. Tell us a little bit about your race.
Yeah, I was able to get, I think it was on either lap 1 or 2 that I was able to, I think I went on the bottom and was able to get in front of Connor and kind of got a half-second gap, and I think it really just almost stayed just half-second gap between me and Connor the whole race. And the caution came out, wasn't sure what to think of that, but I was able to go to the top, get a good run at the top, and then go to the bottom, and was able to pick up the win.
Yeah, I did point that out, that I wasn't sure what was going to happen later on in the race because the track was getting a little worn out. And last time I was on Lanier, the high line came in, but it looked like it really wasn't in that much. So I think you made a good move moving down to the bottom. And that caution came out, and it kind of threw me off because lap traffic came in. I was talking about it, and I thought, well, lap traffic's going to come up. Connor New's going to end up getting it, but that caution came out and served you right this time. So excellent job and excellent race, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. I think the bottom was probably in more than people thought, though. I think it was probably pretty fast.
Oh yeah, well, that bottom line did seem like it was doing all right for you, man. Go ahead and give a shout out to your sponsors.
Yeah, I think everyone that put on the league, and I also think Majula Say Setups.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was your P1 finisher for the heat race here tonight in the late models of Dirt Anarchy. Sage Luther, excellent job, man.
Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the booth with me, your P2 finisher. You see his picture down there on the bottom of the screen. Connor New in the number 10 machine. Connor, tell us about your race, man.
I slipped on the first lap and let Sage ram in, and I was better than him until that caution, but I don't know, just one of those races, I guess.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much time left after the caution came out. I was talking to him a little bit about it, and I was talking to it while the race was going on, but I knew that lap traffic was going to come out, and you looked like you were saving your tires a little early, so I thought you'd be able to get him with the lap traffic, but the caution came out just at the wrong time. Worked out for him, didn't work out for you so much, but excellent job on a P2 finish.
Yeah, thank you.
I know you raced last year in the league. You did. You won points last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, got the trophy and everything from Klosterman's engraving. Yeah, that was absolutely fantastic. Connor, you did an excellent job last year. It looks like you're on a pretty good track this year with some upper class finishes. So tell us a little bit about your sponsors, man.
I gotta thank Austin Vanderpool and Vanderpool Construction, New Town Associates, Altec Crop Science, Turn 2 Photography, Right to Repair, Kryptonite Race Course, Black Widow Graphics, Triple A Designs, Turbo Chassis, Gills Professional Towing and Recovery, Beating Race Products, and McDonald's Sun Masonry. And I want to thank you for broadcasting it, and Brandon Starnes at Dirt Anarchy for putting this deal on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here. That was your P2 finisher at Lanier, Dirt Anarchy, Connor New in the number 10 machine. Excellent
Yeah,
job,
thank you.
Connor.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to grab the next one. You ready, buddy? All right, ladies and gentlemen, with me now in the booth, your P3 finisher, Cody B. McDonald. Cody, what's up, man?
I'm doing all right.
Cody, you did an absolute fantastic job. I know I was talking about you a little bit while you was out there on the track. I don't know if your ears were burning, but
No, I was just trying to stay focused, me and Connor.
oh yeah. Well, you had David Garman right behind you, and David Garman's kind of an
Yeah.
intimidating guy. So, absolute fantastic job, man. You did a great job here tonight. Tell us a little bit about your race.
It was going really good. I know David, he was breathing down my neck in the back there. I knew that if I was going to make a mistake, he was going to get around me. Thank goodness the caution come out. I kind of liked that the caution come out at the last, because that traffic car was, I think it was not going to do my favor. I think David was going to go around me off that car, because I was running the middle to high, and David was kind of running there or a little underneath of me a few times. So, but yeah, it was a really good race.
Yeah, I think it was a good racetrack for tonight. It was a little bit more one lane than I expected, but you definitely did
Yes,
a
it
great.
was.
Yeah, you did a great job of holding on to it, though, man. I know. I know you've been working really hard this season. Working hard last season to try to get faster, and I think you've been doing an excellent job.
Yeah, I do, man. Think so.
Yeah, well, you've been doing great, man. You give yourself
Yeah,
credit.
I've been doing good. Yeah.
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 All right. Tell us a little bit about your sponsors, man.
I want to thank Vanderpool Construction and Turn 2 Photography, and then me and my dad for Pops for McDonald and Son Masonry.
There you go.
And thanks for you for putting on the show, man.
All right, Cody B. McDonald, thank you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Your P3 finisher, Cody B. McDonald. Great job, man.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the show. If you guys came out, thank you very much. Support the channel any way you can. Give us a like, subscribe on YouTube. Just comment down below. Let us know if you enjoyed the content or not. Guys put on an excellent show for everybody here tonight. It was a 40-lap event at Lanier. Your P1 finisher was Sage Luther. P2 was Connor New. And P3 was Cody B. McDonald. Excellent job out of all the drivers. That's going to be our end of our show. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out. We are going to be in the 410 sprint cars next. Should be at the same track. So,